Greetings all. Welcome to another video in the Veda series. The video every day in April, and we're now on the 20th, so that's 20 days in a row I've been doing this. So I'm kind of proud of that because I didn't know if I could do every day, but it's doing all right so far. Hey there, Bionic. Hey, non-fam, how are you? Give me a minute to that. Interesting. There you go. Bionic, can you tell me if that comment that I just posted, the link to come into the stream, if that shows up on Twitch and YouTube? Just curious. I think that's how it's supposed to work, but I'm not sure. Perfect. Good. Thank you. Figure this is going to be a pretty quiet show as I just pick support material off of plastic mostly. This is a project that, and when I decided to buy my first printer, June 2015, one of the things I saw before that, a few months leading up to that, was a coffee table sized dinosaur skull in one of the stores in a local mall here, or any other store or something like that. And it was like $400. I don't remember. Let's say $400. And I was like, no. And then I was thinking, hey, I could print one of those. What a great idea. Yeah. Many thousands of dollars later, I still haven't printed a damn thing. Haven't printed one yet. So back, I don't know, a few months ago, and it was within the last 6 months, I said, okay, you really got to do this. And kick myself in the butt again. And so I said, okay, what am I going to do? And I don't really have a room on my coffee table for something that big. But I thought I could do one that I can mount on the wall. And I thought about the one that sticks out of the wall, and I haven't got to that point yet, but it's coming. If I can find a good Raptor model, I might do that. But so I decided to take I saw some pictures that somebody done with a couple of them. Hey there, Vince, how you doing tonight? Thanks for stopping in. They had them kind of mounted half coming out of the wall. So I decided I would take the Trex Skull, the famous one from Makerbot, and that I've printed a few times in different sizes, you know, big, small, real small. And because when I was a kid, I was a dinosaur nut. So I thought, well, I'm going to take that, and then how am I going to cut it so that I can slice it up? So I leaned on Mr. Buttram and said, hey, what did you use to cut up that medallion you did for Mike Whaley's medallion that you did? Because Maker Coin. And he used a thing called Luban. So I went and got the free trial of Luban for a month. I think it was a month. And tried it out. And that forced me to get it cut up within a month. And if this works out well, I could see me buying the Luban software. They deserve it. It works really well. Way better than the last time I looked at it 2-3 years ago for a different project. But it looks like it could really be handy for doing bigger prints. So depending on how this one works out, I'll probably end up buying that and using it to do some more big stuff. So then I took it, I carved it up. Carved it up, and that's the printout that you get from it, showing where everything is, where all the parts go together. So I numbered them up, numbered the files, and started carved them up, wrote down what color they were so I knew which one they are. Funny, there's one that says orange and there's no orange here. I must have changed to purple. But anyway, didn't want to waste orange in case it didn't work. But so I went with that. Then I set up a spreadsheet, of course, and did all the approximate weights of filament that I would need to do it. And then I went around and kind of looked at a lot of the old filament, like this pink stuff may not even look pink on camera, but because it's a Logitech, but this is probably some of the oldest filament I own. This is probably coming up on 6 years old. This was, oh man, just lost the company, mail order, online place. One of the earliest places you could buy stuff like that. They sell drones and stuff mostly. Anyways, doesn't matter. That's some of that. There was about half a roll, so it did the job for this. Hey there, Tony Ryan. How are you tonight? Thanks for stopping in. Right, it's not super at all interesting. I'm just going to pick stuff off. So if anybody wants to jump in, scroll up in the thing there. The link is there to jump on screen, and you can make fun of me. But basically, my goal tonight is just to pick as much of the support material off these as I can, and they've been sitting for a while. So, because some of these have been, it's been months, a couple of months since I did these. So I'll just use a variety of inappropriate tools for this. And I've already printed all the little joiner pieces. All of these have got, I went with the triangular holes. Let's try a white piece. See if you can see them. Of course, there aren't any on that one. Some on the teeth. I went with the triangular holes, and then these little guys fit in just help align the pieces better. So Fancy, how are you this fine and glorious evening? Yeah, thanks for the encouragement. I hope you're right. It's going to go on the back wall in my office, so it'll be in the background when I shoot video up there. Kind of the idea. Yeah, we're going to have to do some grinder work. Like I said, this is all done on the Chiron with a 0.8 nozzle and 0.4 millimeter layer heights. So they still took a while to do each one. There's one that's got a split in it, but not going to matter because it's all going to end up put together. Have some Bondo on the seams, sand it up a bit, and then paint it. And what really got me thinking about this is we're supposed to get snow tonight. Like, I know I live in Canada, but come on. And outside, I almost cut the grass last weekend. And now we're going to get snow. So, what can you do? That one's ready to rock. Start the pile up there, the done pile. I did lay them all out tonight, so I made sure I didn't lose any already. What's everybody else been up to today? Anything fun? This is my reward for working on my taxes earlier tonight. Taxes. Interested to see how that shakes out this year. And after I sliced it up, I took it into Rhino 3D and made key slots for hanging it. And I have a template that I can print out on my Cricut that I can use to put the holes on the wall when I get to that point. I think there's 3 screw holes in this. Maker Viking, how are you this fine and glorious evening, sir? It's ready to go. Look at that. I did that one just that fast. Damn, I'm good. This is the part of 3D printing nobody tells you about. Picking out support material. But if it comes off that easy, I'm all right. Thanks, Prusa Slicer. I think that's probably Prusa Slicer. Yeah, it is. You can tell by the annoying bits on the bottom of the support. I just hate that stuff. Doing all right so far. Living the dream in lockdown again. We're down for another few weeks at least. So, but really for me, it's the same as it's been all year. I haven't been anywhere all year, so another month isn't a big deal at this point. Lucky on that one. Like it when that happens. I wouldn't mind if I had a month of lockdown and didn't have the day job to do. Just for a month. I thought about taking a month off. Still got holidays from last year to use up, probably from the year before. Yeah, that's probably asking a lot. We like that. When that happens, all the little bits out of the ends. There'll still be some cleanup on this when I go to assemble it. I did take the gloop out of the fridge though, because for some reason I thought I'd already cleaned a bunch of these, but I think I cleaned like the teeth, and that was it. Everything else seems to have some bits on it. Channel locks are generally the best for big print, in my experience. I just say my default temperature settings weren't great on this stuff. This is old too. Can't tell you if the white and the gray, like all the common colors, are old, but I know the pink one was. And I know the purple one is old too. Hobby King. That's where the pink stuff came from. Hobby King. That was the first time I ordered filament online. Before that, I was buying it's a really awful stuff. Starts with an M. Can't remember. Anyway, it was terrible. I've literally thrown out partial spools of it. It just wouldn't. I didn't know about drying it back then, but I remember throwing out about a half a spool one day because I was mad. It happens. So these companies I don't like, I just kind of erase them from my brain. That's it. I'm done with that. Yeah, this is the fun part. The glamorous part of 3D printing. Shooting bits of plastic all over. One of the times I'm wearing glasses is a good thing because I've had enough of this stuff bounce off my face before. I got one bad eye, can't afford to risk another one. Nobody wants to jump in? Hang out for a little while? I'm only going to stay on tonight until I get these cleaned up, and then that'll be it for tonight. Back to doing some more of them taxes. Yay. One of the other. Really, too. Maybe there's one down here somewhere. I don't remember. Now, this could be fun. Break it before I. Yeah. There's some that has to be tougher than others. Heard that. Hey there, Dan. How you doing tonight? Thanks for stopping in. Just wanted to see me try to take the support material off of these big ass pieces. Pretty thrilling. This one bonded too well. This is a disadvantage to using the same settings and just throwing another color in and hitting print. I don't put much thought into it. Stuff could have been a little bit cooler. Stuck so bad. Good to hear that you're doing good. like the other one's better. They came out in big pieces. These were a lot better. Cheers. Much stuff falling off the other end of the desk. That's only ice cam. Kind of worked. Or what it looks like under here. Maybe on the wall. Curved ones. They're not too bad. Here's out of the way with this one. I need a set of these with a curved beak on it. Yeah, one against the, or at least bent, like with a sharper angle, like almost 90 degrees, maybe. Can we make anything like that? Right angled side cutters or something, maybe. I don't know. Hey there, Ryan. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. If anybody wants to jump in and yap for a while on screen, let me know. I think the link should be there still. If you need, I can throw it back in the chat again. Seeing as we tested that and it worked earlier. Pick that up with a heat gun later. One. I was going to say, it's starting to delaminate. No, it's not. It's just a big piece all the way across the bottom. The thing about this is if I break anything, like break one of the teeth off, I'll just gloop it back on again. When we get to that stage. I was hoping to be able to do the gloop part outside, but pretty sure snow isn't really the right kind of temperature for using gloop, so. Sometimes it gets tough to tell exactly where the line is between support material and Dino skull. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Ooh, party time. No, I'm not going to recreate the alien dance, sorry. Although this was the spot. Yeah, this dino's got some problems between his teeth. Like that's part of the. You can see that. Like, between these ones, there's a gap all the way to the bottom, and these ones they kind of just cheated and just let it fill in. So Makerbot. Let's do this. Get it out of the way. That one done too? Good. One more I don't have to do anything to. I'm no leery of the pink one, but thinking this is probably the biggest single print I've ever done. I did a rabbit that was the full height of the CR10, I guess. It came in like half an inch shy of the top tip of his nose one time for a friend for in her garden. And did a big green skull. No, but I do have a plan for something to put in its mouth. So, seeing as it'll be visible in the background, I hope, of my upstairs, in my office upstairs, where I do the software stream stuff and that. It's going to be a stuffed critter in its mouth. This is kind of the plan. It should be about the right size. I guess we'll find out. Hey there, Michael Daniels. How are you this fine and glorious evening? That was close. I haven't cut myself on any of the sharp edges yet, even now that I've said that, you know. Yeah, I'm tinkering all right, except not with tech. Tinkering with picking out the support material on a dinosaur skull. It'll end up being about 3 feet long when it's done. A couple feet high, I guess. It's be mounted on my wall. Said at the beginning, it was one of my first plans to when I got my first 3D printer was to do a big dinosaur skull, like coffee table size. Saw one in a store and went, hey, I could print one of those if I had a 3D printer. Yeah. Now, if I had a time machine to go back to that point, would I just kind of look the other way and not have all this stuff? I don't know. Depends what day it is. It was the pop, too. Red Light, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, this is the part of 3D printing you hardly ever see is people having to pick out support material. They don't tell you this in the brochure, that's for sure. Of course, usually when you see this on the video, it just all falls off. There really aren't a lot of videos of people picking out this stuff, are there? There's a couple times when I was doing this that I didn't have the right amount of certain colors to, like small chunks to do the smaller pieces. And I was like, I'll just do them all black. I'm like, no, I want it to look like the Partridge Family truck when I put it all together. All patchwork in different colors, and then we'll paint it after that. Probably. Yeah, I can't see me leaving it like this. Just deciding whether it'll be flat black on the wall or whether it'll be like bone color with some weathering on it. I still got time to figure that out. Since paint outside again for a while. I believe I had the air conditioning going a week ago for a couple of days. And on this side. If I do put the screwdriver through my hand or something, make sure you clip it before I go to the hospital. Should have thought that one through a bit more for the orientation of the. Probably gonna end up splitting this one just to get it out. Okay, Gloop will fix it. Gloop's been in the fridge for a year. I hope it's still okay. I got the Murph package and the Earth package from 2019. Most of it. I've used some, but it was right before Earth 2019. I couldn't find my Gloop that I bought at Murph. And so when I was there, I just bought more. All right. Come on. Sort of. I have to take the grinder and take some of this out. It's all in there on the wrong angle. You can't get into it. Kind of like across the grain almost. Hey SB, how are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining in. Yeah, you'll like this model. sort of a T-Rex skull. Not at all scientifically accurate, but that's where it came from. Still can't. Top cam is blurry. It'll go in and out of focus. Better there. And I use the and part to drink some of the pop that he's knocked on the floor. Complicated. Oh, the one on my face, yeah, it's gonna be, oh, that top cam, yeah. Because I've got it set to not autofocus. Is that better? But if I move foot either way, it'll go in and out. I should turn on autofocus, but I like it to be manual focus so that it blurs the background on that one. Hammer. There we go. A little bit of persuasion. This is where we probably end up. We end up. Usually that other camera is set so when I sit in the seat it's in focus better, but doesn't matter for this stuff. See, anything's a hammer. That's what Ivan says. What's the odds I'm going to pop this apart? Probably fair. It's right in line with the print lines, the layer lines. This is just like I'm digging for dinosaur bones. 3D printing archaeology 101. See, I can hardly see that camera because there's a counter up in the corner of my screen. How many people are watching and how many minutes it's been live. So it kind of covers that one mostly. I only notice it when I go to that one. There's scared y'all. Every once in a while I hit that one. So we can go to, oh, I didn't change these yet. On this cam for a while. As I try to I like it a lot better when it comes out one big piece. That's for sure. So I should have apologized to anybody that has earphones on. It's not too bad. None of my monitors or cameras fall. I'll be alright. That one's still good. Stuff is just in there. Probably be faster if I just broke it. It's almost there on its own. It's going to break in a minute. It'll break when I do the last piece. Should let it flex a bit more. Oh, there it goes. I'll shoot it at that camera for a while. See the cracks in there. Or it's coming apart. There you go, now you can see the inside. Just easier at this point. Not sure where that piece is, if that's inside or outside, but it'll be filler. All right, another one. That'll work. milestone. 2 more pieces. 2 more. 2 more. Like Sesame Street. Ooh. I wonder what 2 was. Wow. Mental note, next time I do something big, I gotta really pay attention to where the orientation of the supports, so they're not lined up along the... Use a millimeter offset too, you shouldn't be this close. Maybe I didn't back then. we want to happen. Down to the last one. This stuff I expect to be stuck really hard. This is back in the day when most of the PLA would melt at 190 quite well. Whatever they're putting in it these days, it certainly takes more heat than that. Me anyway. Hell of a plaque problem on this guy. Hey DG, how are you doing tonight? Thanks for stopping in. You just getting home? I'm doing all right. Surviving. Tonight I'm just working on something that's been in my brain for years and a few months ago, I don't remember when. In the last 6 months, I printed up the pieces to do this big dinosaur skull. I'll show up. Right side up at least. So it's multi-parts, then you glue them all together. Put some Bondo on the seams probably, or some kind of filler. And then sand a bit. Not too much because he's just going up on a wall. Doesn't have to be a fine quality sanding job. Fill in some of the divots and places where it didn't print real great. And then paint them up and mount them on the wall in my office. It'll be the background for my Teams calls and everything else when I do. My stream from up there. He'll be on the wall. It's the plan, at least. I did look for the other set of holes. Yep. I think T-Rex style. I doubt it's authentically after anything. It might have been a scan in a museum from a piece in a museum many, many years ago, but this is a model that's kicked around the 3D community as long as I can remember. And I always wanted to do one, so came up with a plan a few months back and started printing. And I don't even know how many hours of printing there are in this. 84 hours. Hold on, 90 hours. So 7 12-hour work days, 7.5 12-hour work days in this one. And $100 worth of filament roughly. And better part of 3 spools of filament, 0.75. So It was a couple that. Yeah, that's how this goes, and that's like basically double the speed of my normal smaller printers. Like I could have printed all these pieces on smaller printers, but I use one of the big ones because it's got a bigger nozzle, so it squirts out the plastic twice as fast. So wider and thicker, and because fine detail isn't really the goal here at all. This is the last piece I'm cleaning up tonight, and this is the one I'll break one of the teeth off for sure. Yeah. $102 roughly. One of the pieces I had to reslice it and simplify because something went wrong. I don't remember that, but it's a while ago. I did most of it in Prusa Slicer, and it estimates the cost, so it'll be close enough. But I used a lot of leftover partial spools, quarter spools. I had it all. It tells you how much you're roughly going to need for each piece. Then you just kind of pick out a roll of plastic that's got about that much on it. I didn't go and weigh all the spools or anything. Put it in and said, let's see if I think one of them I did run out. I don't know where it ended up. I hope it's not here, and I've cleaned it up already. I only broke one piece tonight, kind of on purpose. So the point where I couldn't get the stuff out. So the best way was to break it and glue it together. Fix it in post, as they say in the video world. Yeah, none of this stuff is fast, that's for sure. If I did this on the Prusas or one of the smaller ones, it would have taken probably 3 or 4 times. I'll do orders for people depending on what it is. You know, my limit. There are things I won't print, but I won't do guns. I just think that's a dangerous thing, both for the person who's going to be foolish enough to use it, and legally it's not a good place to be. When I cross the border now and say I'm going to a 3D printing convention, that's the question they ask me every time. So I like to be able to say no. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's not the material in this, it's the people time. Like, you know, like I'm going to spend, maybe an hour and a half just picking this off of it tonight. And I already did some of it before. So let's say a couple hours there. And then got to glue it all together, and I had to cut it all apart in the 3D software and get it all so it'll now put the holes in, the slots in to mount it to the wall. I don't know where that was now. There's a couple of them anyways, 2 or 3 of them. So every time I think I'm going to pick up a piece to do that, I can't find one. I'm surprised there isn't one of that. It's heavy. Jeez. I'm just failing at this. Come on, there has to be a couple somewhere. There's one there. The little slots, I can put it on, screw mounted on the wall. Because overall, it's only going to be probably 2 kilograms total, and it's, so what's that? I don't know what that is. In poundages. But is that 4 pounds, roughly? Part of it, maybe. Because that weight includes all the stuff I'm cutting off of it now. So. And they're basically almost hollow. There's the inside there. Should put it at the right camera at least. There's the infill. It's just enough to keep it from collapsing on itself when it's printing. Because this thing, the lighter the better for hanging it. .4 pounds. See, usually I would ask the A unit, but if I do that, I'll just set off other people's. So I'd be like, hey, what's this? I do it all the time. When you're streaming, generally not a good thing to do. Unless, of course, you're telling it to order stuff. Whatever. Yeah, a couple of good screws into wall anchors should hold it up just fine. And I'll put a colored light under it, shining up at it or something, or down to get a nice shadow on it, probably. It's part of the dream anyway. This last little piece, that's all there is. Come on. Come on. Wrong one. That one. Man. It's basically solid plastic in between at this point. I don't want to hit it with the hammer because it's good. That one's for. I don't give it a name. It doesn't count. Bingo. All right. Now, tidy this up a bit. Lay them out, and maybe tomorrow night. Maybe I'll get some glue. Let's see. right now. All right, let's see if we can get this thing laid out. Gray, red, red. Let's do the top view at least. Okay, and this one I broke. That one there. Fix it later. Black. It's there. It's a Dino jigsaw puzzle. Just like that. Just like that. I don't know if you can see it better. The camera's auto adjust. So, on a future episode, we'll be gluing this together. I don't know if I'll do that on stream or not. I'll have to see. Maybe. Depends. I gotta look up how long it takes glue to cure before you can do anything with it. But anyway, another step towards getting something else off my list. So that's the main thing here. So thanks everybody for stopping in tonight and hanging out while I was doing this, keeping me company. I don't know what tomorrow's going to do, what tomorrow's project will be. One night this week, I want to take one of the printers that's around that needs some work and troubleshoot it. I think I know which one I want to do, so get it ready. And then I'll probably have to find around here or buy some parts to fix it, I'm sure. So that's coming up. But for tonight, I just want to say thanks everybody for coming. Make sure you stay safe. And remember to never let the machines win.